get some tacos.
Yeah.
I'm here with Franky Nines in his
This is a 1972.
1972
Big block.
big block
El Camino.
El Camino.
Oh, yeah.
So Franky, you are half Italian, half Mexican. Why tacos over spaghetti?
That's a tough one. I mean, definitely growing up, being born in California, I feel like it's just the way. Can't beat tacos.
But I mean, your mom was Italian, your
Yeah.
dad's Mexican.
Yeah.
So wasn't mom doing all the cooking? And
Yeah, but you know, it's crazy. I think when she married my dad, she learned how to make Mexican food from my grandma. Basically taught her.
my dad's sister married a Mexican guy,
Mm-hmm.
and her lengua tacos are fire.
Yeah.
She just gets her just right. And her salsa also on point.
Yeah. My mom made really good salsa, and then she also learned how to make tamales and sopes and
Oh, sopas are
different
dope.
stuff like that. Yeah.
You've been looking around. You were in London, you were in Vegas, all kind of spearheading the NFT art movement.
Yeah.
Why LA?
Why moving back?
Why LA now? Yeah.
Well, when I was in Vegas, I kind of just got a little bit bored. Yeah, I had my own gallery, and I was definitely getting a lot of work done, but I needed something with a little bit more substance. You know, Vegas it's its own different hustle. And the people there, you know, they hustle a different way. So, you know, trying to be somewhere where I was inspired and I was around creatives like yourself, you know, even the people in my neighborhood, it's like everyone's a creative, you know, like photographers and designers and stuff like that. In Vegas, it's like bartenders and club promoters, and you know, so I needed to get back somewhere creative and somewhere inspiring, especially now that I'm trying to grow my career and I started this company, and with the launch of Supducks and being a creative director and co-founding other companies, I just needed something with, you know, just way more substance. And so coming to LA made the most sense.
When we were trying to figure out what to eat, you're like, I don't know, I grew up poor.
Yeah.
I was like, me too.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can figure this stuff out. I'm starting to run into this theme a lot, though. It's like people who didn't always grow up with that stuff, like, how did they make a decision in their mind that anything else is possible?
I realized really fast if I wanted to have nice things and live a fun, interesting life, that I was going to have to do all of that on my own. I didn't have any handouts, so, you know, for me it was, if I wanted to get an education, move out of my house. And the other thing too, it's you know, during middle school and high school, after I graduated, all my friends, they went to prison, they died, or they, you know, became drug addicts. And so for me, I had that drive of, I'm not gonna follow that. I gotta make something of myself. And you know, and once I was able to find, you know, proof that I could do that, that changed everything for me. Because then I was
that? What was that?
Just I could put myself through college, and I could work, you know, a job as a visual designer in a game company, you know, as a production artist. It just it kind of opened up my eyes to holy shit, I can do this. And from there it was what can I do next? 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 You know, it just kind of, first thing was getting out of high school, I think. Yeah. You know, graduating and getting a real job. And
What was that real job?
I worked in a spa manufacturing plant. I worked in the shipping and receiving department. Yeah. And then you know, I was working full time.
And if you're like me, you know a bunch of people who got fired from that job.
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
you just have to show up.
Yeah.
Even that's hard for some people.
But I mean, at 17, making the same money as grown men wasn't bad, you know?
I hear that. Yeah.
Because I was able to do shit like buy a computer and move and buy a car, you know, you know, at 17, that's kind of...
That's balling.
It's dope. Yeah, you're balling, basically.
What led into art for you then? Did you have any exposures to that? I didn't have a lot of money, but my parents would try to take me to free concerts and museums and shit like that.
For art, it was when I was a little kid. I would watch Disney movies, and I always said I want to work for Walt Disney.
The Imagineer.
I didn't even know what that was, but like that's what I wanted to do really, really bad. Like that's what inspired me. And then from there, like, you know, in high school I got into doing graffiti, and then that kind of led into learning graphic design, and then that piqued the interest in fine art. And then obviously, you know, most of my career now has been as a designer in tech. So, you know, visual design is really kind of what powered a lot of that, you know?
Yeah. Favorite Disney movie?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I would say Fantasia.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice pull.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that, right?
Yeah, no, I always forget about that one. That was back in the days when Walt Disney and like Salvador Dali would like chop it up.
Yeah, that to me is it's the one. But I will say, Lion King it's up there. Lion King, Aladdin.
Yeah. Okay, those are my two.
Yeah.
Lion King, Aladdin. I'm basically living Aladdin lifestyle.
I know what the hell.
Boom. Roasted.
I got a Persian princess.
You got a Persian princess?
I'm a diamond in the rough. Grew up as a street rat.
Yeah.
Street rat.
Have you been up through here, this Boyle Heights? I used to live back here.
No. About the NFT space, that being your world. Someone that wanted to start out, put a JPEG up and sell it online, but they don't necessarily work that way, right?
Yeah.
What would be better first steps for someone who's interested in the space?
Well, I think definitely like being active in the community, you know, like meeting people. Because again, you're selling art, so you need to get some recognition before you can start selling stuff.
I do want to check out your studio space.
Yeah, let's go then. Yeah. You know, I work for companies, I do design for other people, or I do development for other people. But when I got to a point where I was doing design and development for myself, and it was actually like profitable, that's where things started to like, the game started to change, you know? I've been working in blockchain and crypto for about 4 years now. And I recently dropped a PFP profile picture NFT project that exploded and started to gain a lot of traction and sold out.
A Picasso duck. Joey Colombo made a Colombo duck. There's a meta duck, money duck, golden duck, bubblegum duck, cardboard duck, the doodle duck, space duck.
We're gonna get out of you guys' hair.
And from that started to open the door opportunity to start a company. So started a company, and I'm kind of taking everything that I learned and my experiences from all the stuff that I've done in the past to now have to lead a team and run a company and run a team and push product and go forward. I don't know, I have a general appreciation and love for things that are classic. When I look at things like classic cars or you know, even just an appreciation for things like Renaissance art.
That's so ironic though, because you are in the most cutting edge space.
Well, it's crazy because I have been my entire career. It's the separation of work-life balance, right? What I do here for work and what I do here for passion, polar opposites. That's how I get inspired. You know, if I go down the rabbit hole, looking at what people are doing in the NFT and technology space, I have less like creativity for innovation versus if I take a step back and I say, I'm gonna innovate here because I have room to explore, but I'm gonna go and study what was done before and relearn all of the old, you know, so that way I can create my own path type of thing. The funny story behind this is I did Snoop Dogg's NFT project. So I did the artwork for his NFT drop.
I was on the Clubhouse when they did the release.
Yeah, I was on the Clubhouse.
Oh.
Yeah, so I did the artwork for the Crypto.com drop, and they paid me. And what I did with the money that I made from doing that drop, I went and bought the Elko. So I consider that El Camino was purchased by Snoop Dogg. He didn't buy
tell
it for
everyone
me,
too.
but
But he bought it for you.
but that's how I got paid on it. So yeah, I consider that as my trade for hire. It was like Snoop Dogg bought me El Camino.
I thought it was fun on that Clubhouse. Someone was like smoking weed. They're like, I'm smoking with Snoop Dogg, you know?
Yeah, I was
Everyone
on
wants to say.
Clubhouse. Yeah.
I was totally listening to it.
Yeah.
If someone could claim they smoke with Snoop Dogg through that way, then he definitely buys that Elko.
Exactly. Yeah.